You know, I was gonna do my makeup like super glam today, but it's a Thursday and I had class, and I'm just gonna be talking to you guys, so let's keep it real. Keep it simple, like normal. So what is up, everyone? It's been a while since I've sat and just talked to the camera, and I'm actually pretty excited. So today I have the Ipsy OS About Me tag, which was created by one of our lovely members, Julia, and a ton of people have also done this tag. So go ahead and be sure to look up the tag and go check out some other Ipsy OS members after you've watched my video. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and click the sub button below if you want to see more videos from me. So I have all the questions on my phone, so I'm just going to be reading them off of it as I go. And it might be a little bit long. I haven't written my answers or anything, so now would be the time to grab a snack if you want something to sit with. Okay, so the first question is, how old are you? I am 19 years old. I was born on October 13th, which means that this video is probably going to go up tomorrow. So that means that I'm going to be 20 in less than a week, which is really, really crazy because it's the end of being a teenager, and I'm really excited, but it's also kind of bittersweet too. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be pretty cool. Number 2 is, where are you from? So originally I was born in upstate New York, and I lived there until I was about 8.5 years old, and then my family and I moved out to Southern California. So I currently live in Southern California, and I go to school here now as well, university. And people always like to ask me which place is my favorite, but I can never choose because I have my friends and my school here, and then I have all my family back home in New York. So it's always going to be kind of split between the two, I feel, and it's difficult, but I really, really love it, so it's great. Number 3 is, do you have a nickname that people call you? So my favorite nickname is probably Mila, and that's the one that I use in my Instagram handle and my Twitter handle and stuff. That's the name that my mom calls me and family members and stuff. Other nicknames, Boogie has been one. One of my friends calls me Korg because I really, really love corgis. I have another friend who calls me Camillers, and that's you know who you are. You're the only one who's allowed to call me that. Yep, but no, I don't really have any nicknames that everybody calls me. People just call me Camila. So it probably would be good to have a nickname that everybody could use though, because my name is really hard for a lot of people to say. And even some people who I've known for a long time have trouble pronouncing it, so I don't even bother correcting anybody anymore because it's fine. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Number 4 is, what is my favorite season? My favorite season is fall. I love it so much, and I think October is my favorite month because of fall and my birthday and all the things that come along with that. But my favorite time of year is when it finally starts to feel cool and crisp, and the leaves change color, and everything gets really warm and cozy, and it's the time of year to have hot cocoa and sleep with warm fuzzy socks and watch all the Halloween specials and eat soup all the time, and it's my favorite. Number 5 is, who is your celebrity YouTube crush? I don't really think I have a YouTube crush. I have a lot of people that I look up to and aspire to be on YouTube, but I think that's, we'll talk about that later because there's more questions. But celebrity crush, I really, really like Ian Somerhalder, who, if you're a Vampire Diaries fan, Damon. I'm team Damon all the way. I'll put a picture here. This is Damon, if you haven't seen him before. But that's the only one I can think of right now. I've never been one of those people who idolizes famous people and puts posters up on the walls, or a boy band lover or anything like that. So number 6 is, what do you do for work? Currently I'm not working. I'm just a full-time student, and I haven't really experienced college without a job yet, so I'm kind of excited to just sort of see if I like it more, just because I haven't experienced it to its fullest yet. So that's going to be my main job right now, just focusing on school. Number 7 is, do I have any pets? I've never had a pet of my own, but my mom and I have a dog, and he's really sweet. He's kind of getting old, and he's a little bit pudgy. His name is Teddy, and he's the sweetest. He's really, really weird, but he's the sweetest. He's the best dog. I just like realized that like it looks like I'm like filming without a shirt. I have a tank top. It's yellow. It has owls on it. Number 8 is, what is your biggest pet peeve? And I have so many pet peeves. It's kind of awful, but I think one of the things that bothers me like the most is when people chew with their mouths open, especially if they're like sitting really, really close to me, or if we're trying to watch something on TV. Like if you're the kind of person that like crunches on crunchy things with your mouth like wide open right next to my ear hole while I'm trying to watch my favorite show, I'm probably gonna like cringe and get really mad, and it's just not gonna be good. But other than that, I can't really think of anything that trumps that at the moment, but I do have other pet peeves. It's not just that. I get annoyed. Sorry. Number 9 is, what's the most I've spent in one makeup shopping trip? And I don't think I've spent a ridiculous amount of money on a makeup shopping trip. I think the most that I ever spent in one day was like 90 something, and that was with like a crap ton of coupons that I used, and like it was like there was like a sale happening, and so I got really like even lucky with that price too. But I tend to buy my makeup like in stages. Like I'll buy like one thing if I go to Target on one day, and then like another thing if I happen to stop by like CVS or Walgreens, and every now and then I'll go to Sephora. So it's not like I need to like spend a bunch of money on makeup all at the same time. So yeah, I've never really like had a big like makeup shopping spree ever, but it would be really fun. Number 10 says, do you prefer drugstore or high-end makeup? And that's really difficult for me because I don't really feel like one is superior to the other. There are definitely like higher brand makeup products that I prefer over lower brand ones, but at the same time there are also a lot of really affordable dupes for really expensive products, so you don't even need to spend the money sometimes. So I'm gonna have to say both, because there's products from like both sides of the spectrum that I'm really, really into, so I don't think I'd be able to choose one or the other. Number 11 is, when did you first start wearing makeup? I think I first started wearing makeup in middle school. I don't remember if it was like 6th grade or 7th grade, but my mom sort of like eased me into it in stages. So first I was only allowed to wear like brown mascara and like eyebrow gel just to like keep my eyebrows neat and stuff, and like lip gloss. And then like maybe the next year I would get like a new blush or like something cool like that. And then I think eyeliner was like super big for me. Like I never did like foundation or anything. I think like my favorites by like the end of middle school were like concealer, eyebrow gel, eyeliner, and maybe like lip gloss and like mascara, and that was it until like high school, which is when I got like way more into like being creative and I guess like proper with my makeup. No, but yeah, let me know if you guys want to see that whole like how I used to do my makeup like in high school or like middle school type of video or something, because those pictures are embarrassing, like selfies from the MySpace age. Ooh, it hurts a little bit. Number 12 asks, what do you love, hate about makeup? I think what I love most about makeup is being able to change up my look really drastically based on how I feel for the day, and that's something that I'm really into. Like I'm not really into conforming to one style, and I feel like it shows in my clothes a lot because I don't have like a wardrobe that fits into one specific style category. I kind of just like buy the stuff that I like and like put it together. So being able to like feel like a little bit goth one day and then like really pretty and like elegant the next day is really, really cool for me. And it's also one of the best ways for me to like let out my creativity. And I always like, I love to draw and stuff. That's like something that I'm really passionate about, but I always have trouble keeping up with doing it consistently just because like I have to be in the mood to like create art like that, like professional art. I say that really loosely, like art can be defined as anything, but that's like a whole nother conversation. But I love just being able, because I do my makeup every single day, so every single day I can challenge myself to do something a little bit different, and it's just great. I love the versatility so much. If I had to pick one thing that I hate about makeup, it's probably people's dependency on makeup. Like, it makes me sad to think that some people really rely on makeup to make themselves feel beautiful, and I've been there. Like, I totally understand, especially like I had really bad acne in middle school and all that stuff, and I completely like get it, but it just, like, inner beauty is so much more important than outer beauty to me, and I think it should be more important to a lot of people too, because materialism is like, it's so strong. The way that the media portrays women and how women should look and stuff is so damaging to young girls and women and their body confidence, and that's something that I hate about the makeup industry, I guess. Just because they shouldn't make people feel like they need makeup to look beautiful when they already are. Moving on to question number 13. It says, other than beauty, what else are you passionately into, aka secret talents? So I already mentioned this a little bit earlier. I really, really love to draw, and oh, excuse me, I keep burping. I really, really love to draw, but it's not something that I do as often, and I wish that it was something that I liked to do more, but it's kind of the thing that I have to be like in the mood to do it, or I end up not liking what I create. I also really, really love to sing. I actually used to have a channel where I would upload covers like a really long time ago. I don't think it's public anymore, but I used to do that. I've actually been thinking about putting like a cover up on this channel at some point, but I want to do it like really properly if I'm gonna upload it to this channel, because this channel has a lot more reach than my old channel ever did. What else? I really love photography. I love taking pictures. I love traveling. Is something that I'm really passionate about. I love going to new places and trying new foods and learning about the culture. That's something that is just so important to me. So number 14 asks, if you are upset, unmotivated, how do you make yourself feel better? And since this isn't about me, I'm not gonna lie, this is something that I'm probably working at the most currently. I don't know. I feel like it's been really easy for me lately to feel upset and unmotivated, and it's sort of a funk that I'm trying to push myself out of, and I'm feeling a lot better about it. Like, I feel a lot more motivated than I have, like, in the past, like, recently, but I don't know, I find it helps talking to people that I care about, that care about me, that will willingly listen and just hear what I have to say. Like, there's a difference between hearing and listening, and if you have someone that is willing to listen to you, don't take that for granted. Like, it's so important having people there that care, and that's something that's really, really helpful when I'm like feeling down in the dumps. Number 15 says, if you had a week to travel anywhere, all expenses paid, where would you go? See, I want to like choose somewhere that I've never been before. Like, I want to say like Japan or Ireland or something like that, but I have been to Spain before, and it was beautiful. It was so gorgeous, and I definitely want to go back there one day. I feel like it's kind of a cop-out, but I'm gonna say that I would want to have a week to backpack through Europe. I would probably catch buses and try to visit as many countries as possible and take train rides, and the all expenses paid part would probably come in with like getting to stay at really, really nice hotels during this adventure. I think that would be like the ultimate backpacking trip. And I would get to visit multiple places. See? Loophole. Okay, so moving on to number 16. Why and when did I start YouTube? So I started YouTube See, it's hard for me to pinpoint exactly when I started because I did used to have a channel that I posted to a while ago, but it's not the channel that I'm currently using. It's not this one. So I'm just gonna go off of this one and say I started probably December of 2015, and I started mostly because I've been watching YouTube and I've been a part of the community since like practically the beginning, and it just got to the point where I've been so involved that I kind of felt like, you know, why aren't I posting and like being an active part of this? So I decided to join and to talk about things that I like and post videos that I think are cool. So that's why I started. Number 17 is, what advice would you give to someone starting a channel? So I would say if you're starting a channel, be sure to be prepared to be really consistent. Post things that you genuinely care about with consistency, because then you're gonna build an audience of people who rely on you, number one, because they know that your posts are gonna be there. And I'm totally like, I need to follow my own advice right now, because that's another topic too. We're getting into things that I'm not gonna get into right now. But if you're posting content that you genuinely care about, then people will care about your videos more, I guess, because it's really easy to tell when somebody's being transparent and they don't really like care about what they're filming and they're only like doing it for the views. So make sure that you actually care about what you're talking about, or you actually think that what you're posting up is cool. Like, I always like, I filmed a ton of videos that I haven't even posted because the end product hasn't made me proud, and I feel like it's so important to release the work that you're proud of, and almost nothing less, because if you're not proud of what you're posting, then do you want people to have that image as like what you are? I hope I'm making sense. I hope that makes sense. But so number 18 says, what are you trying to achieve with your channel? I would really love to have a career in social media, doing something. I'm really, really passionate about how far you can reach people, like genuinely like reach people through the YouTube community, and even through like Twitter and Instagram. And it also incorporates all the things that I love about art and photography and filming and talking to people, and you can teach people things and you can learn things and grow. And I just want to get to a place where I can do all of that like for a living and just feel happy about what I'm doing and get positive messages across to people who need them, and hopefully maybe teach people things that make them feel better about themselves and maybe help the world be a little bit of a better place. That's something that I would really love to do with my channel. So number 19 is, what inspires you the most? My mom and my family really inspire me. A lot of YouTubers really inspire me. Yeah, I'm not gonna go and make a big list because there's a lot of people who are really, really great and I don't want to leave anybody out. But yeah, I'm inspired by a lot of people, but like mostly my mom and like a few select YouTubers. Like, you can probably like go through my sub list and like check out all the people that I follow, because I genuinely like, so many great people around this community, and just seeing what people create and post all the time is just, it's amazing. It's so cool that we have this and we can use this. Number 20 is, what advice would you give to your younger self? If I could go back and talk to my younger self, I would probably tell myself to stop worrying so much and to take more chances. I've always been the type of person that overthinks things, and I always have to really calculate the decisions that I'm going to make, and it's something that's really great, but it's also something that I really struggle with because overthinking is just, like, it's so hard to decide on the simplest of things, and if I could learn how to do that at an earlier point in my life, I think it would have benefited me more. But at the same time, I'm really happy with where I'm at today. So I sort of appreciate like how long it's taken me to accept that part of who I am and sort of figure it out, and like, I'm still working past it, but it's gonna be cool to get to a point where I've worked past it and I can feel good about the decisions that I'm making, just like on the spot, and not worry about like my life so much. That is it. There was 20 questions. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and if you want to see more content from me, and leave me a comment down below telling me some of your favorite things about yourself. If you're watching this and you're in IpsyOS and you haven't filmed it yet, I'm tagging you now. Come join the tag, be a part of the About Me thing that we have going on right now. And thanks so much for listening. I'll talk to you guys soon.